Hello and welcome to sunny Newcastle in the north of England as we admire the iconic Antony Gormley sculpture, The Angel of the North. Why? Because contemporary art is at the very heart of Holland America Line's newest ship, the Nieuw Statendam. And it just so happens she is on her maiden UK call to the home of the Angel of the North, so it would be logical to do a mini excursion to get ourselves in an arty mood while we were here. The second of Holland America's Pinnacle-class ships, she has only been in service around 8 months and the sixth ship to take the Statendam name, the very first being launched in 1898. She can accommodate 2,650 passengers across 12 passenger decks, and that's where we're going to take you now. But before we do, please consider subscribing to our channel as we have a separate cabin tour video coming up that complements this video. And please also hit that like button if you enjoy our tour. So without further ado, let's get on with the tour. Let's begin our tour in the avant-garde glamour of the central atrium, which reaches from deck 1 to deck 3. The whole ship has a strong musical flavour to its interiors, designed throughout by Adam Tihany, who is rapidly becoming the Norman Foster of ship interior design, and whose portfolio includes such luxury brands as Seabourn and Cunard. This atrium couldn't be more fascinating. It feels like you're inside a giant harp. In fact, as you'll see, much of the interior design has been inspired by the architecture of musical instruments, and it makes this ship absolutely fascinating. Holland America have not only created an extraordinary ship, they've created an enormous piece of intricate art, and we're actually inside it. There's a ton of public areas on deck 2, and we start moving towards the front of the ship and the Lincoln Centre Stage and B.B. King's Blues Club, and these are used for a range of musical performances from classical afternoon recitals of chamber music to contemporary music and blues from the 8-piece rhythm and blues band in the evening. Further along we have some shops, lots of shops. The Explorers Bar, and a rather striking and unique whisky tasting bar called Notes. Across from Notes is the Rolling Stone Rock Room, where there's live music spanning 4 decades of classic rock in the evenings. I honestly can't wait to experience this. Does Holland America allow crowd surfing and circle pits? And across from there is the Billboard onboard venue with its 2 beautiful back-to-back grand pianos. If you love live music, which we do, the ship is an absolute dream. The most impressive and visually arresting venue is the World Stage, the in-the-round style theatre at the front of the ship, boasting 2 stories high and 270 degrees of high-def LED screens. We can't wait to see our first performance in here. It's the most exciting theatre I think we've ever seen. There's even some cute double seating at the back for those who like to snuggle up during a show. I'm definitely up for that. I just hope Helen is. Moving right back into the atrium again, and just off it, we have several specialty restaurants. The Pinnacle Grill is a steak and seafood eatery inspired by America's Pacific Northwest. Rudy's Selle de Mer is a brasserie-style venue, serving classic French cuisine from master chef Rudy Soderman. The Ocean Bar is across from Rudy's, a perfect place to relax with a drink and a stunning view. Further along from the atrium towards the rear is an intimate area called Blend, a first for Holland America and a first for cruise ships too, where guests can blend their own wine from the barrels of delicious vino on offer. Just across from that is Club Orange, a new concept for Holland America that gives guests additional VIP benefits and exclusive premium dining options throughout their voyage. We hope to cover this in detail on a future cruise review of the new Statendam. Club Orange is also home to the Test Kitchen, which hosts onboard cooking shows and hands-on workshops. If we walk through to the rear of the ship, we will discover the stunning two-storey dining room. The decor is light and airy, with the white walls and tables offset with gold seat pads, a bold red and gold carpet, and stunning red and white contemporary chandeliers. The structure itself is incredibly contemporary, with these huge arching supports reminding me of the internal brace of an expensive acoustic guitar. Yes, I know my guitars. I even have a few, although I've never dined inside a giant one. The food here is up there with the best we've experienced on any cruise line, and better than most. Here's what we had for lunch. Up to deck 3 now, and hallelujah, there's a proper wraparound promenade deck outside. We love you, Holland America, even just for this relatively small concession that means so much if you like a post-dinner stroll. Back inside, the Grand Dutch Cafe takes prominence outside guest services right in the heart of the ship. Decorated in a traditional Dutch style, we loved the little arty details in here. In fact, the more you looked, the more detail you saw. And I just know we'd use this several times a day on a cruise. There's a generous amount of shops here, and the art gallery is in keeping with the astonishing artwork that's dotted around the ship. In fact, it's so impressive, here's a montage of some of the incredible and sometimes bewildering pieces we discovered on our tour. In fact, we could have spent the whole day just admiring the art. There's a decent-sized casino on deck 3 for those who feel lucky. We never seem to be lucky, so we don't ever go there. Lastly, the photo shop stretches down the rear starboard side if you fancy a lasting memory of that one time you gave in and wore a bow tie. Briefly, before we hit the top decks above the stateroom decks, there's a little internal room called the Neptune Lounge, nestled in the middle of some suites on deck 7. We couldn't get into it, but it's there for the suite's guest use. On deck 9 we will start right at the front of the fitness centre, which is well stocked with loads of modern equipment that I was itching to try out. Yes, I'm a bit of a gym rat, but I do like to use them daily on board. The greenhouse spa has plenty of space to relax and rejuvenate. They certainly haven't scrimped on space in here. I've never seen one of these before. A horizontal shower. Can't wait to give that a go. A beautifully generous hydro pool sits in the centre, and I can see Helen and I buoyantly whiling away an inclement sea day right here. This multi-programme shower was like nothing we've ever seen before. Alternatively, if you don't want to pay for the spa, why not relax here in the enormous covered Lido area, with its retractable roof, contemporary cluster of cereal bowl-esque hot tubs, and white stone-framed pool. This part of the ship really has that wow factor, and there's just so many places to lounge and relax. It's just stunning. At one end of the pool there is the Lido bar, a gelato station and the dive-in food bar, serving deliciously naughty burgers, hot dogs and fries. If American fast food doesn't take your fancy, you simply have to walk around to the adjacent Lido Market buffet to find something to satiate your more refined appetite. This is one of the most varied and delicious looking buffets we've seen on a ship, with separate food stations conveniently branded so you can head straight to whatever type of food you desire. There is a large bread station serving a variety of freshly baked breads, a sushi bar, a salad bar, a hot food station, a roast station, a sandwich and snack bar, a large dessert/cake station, as well as conveniently placed drink stations and a full bar. Phew! So much choice at your fingertips in a beautifully light and airy dining space. Situated at one end of the Lido Market and sectioned off from the buffet area is yet another specialty restaurant, Canaletto, a traditional Italian restaurant serving authentic pasta and Italian classics. Leaving the Lido Market and out the aft of the ship, we found the smaller sea view pool with its semicircular upper terraces and has a slightly more grown-up and serene feel to it than the main pool. There's lots of places to relax here in the open air, and we love the tiered seating areas flanking the pool. Overlooking the pool on deck 10 is Tamarind and Nami Sushi, two highly praised specialty restaurants bursting with Far East and Asian flavours. There's a kids club on deck 10 we didn't get to look around for obvious security and privacy reasons, and above that is the sports courts. Moving further forward and back into the Lido area, there's a panorama bar and New York deli and pizza venue, serving signature pizzas named after New York's 5 boroughs. I wonder if the Manhattan pizza is the poshest one. Right at the top and front of the ship on deck 12 is the lofty and expansive Exploration Central and Cafe. This is a multi-function room with a central cafe bar and panoramic views across the bow and beyond from gorgeous floor-to-ceiling windows. There's a variety of seating options from tables and chairs, corner sofas and individual lounge chairs. We particularly like the look of these brown leather lounge chairs with accompanying footstools, appropriately placed for the best view. Round one side of this room is a small meeting/lecture room, and over the other side are a few games tables and the shore excursions desks. boasting 3 interactive touch-sensitive tables for guests to do their own research prior to visiting a port. Above explorations is the sky deck, the highest public area of the ship, although it was quite an inclement day, so it wasn't really set out properly. Lastly, there's the retreat, an exclusive area overlooking the Lido pool area, full of individual private cabanas, comfy sun lounges, and a beautiful central hot tub. Just the thing for those days if you want extra peace, tranquility, and a touch of extra luxury. We hope you've enjoyed our comprehensive tour of the public areas of New Statendam. We thought she was magnificent from top to bottom. Coming soon, we have a video showcasing the 2 most popular stateroom types, so stay tuned for that. Please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.